What's going on, guys? Team Arsenal back with another video. Today you're here with my boy David. You got second place at the Cough Cup with
Dinomorphia.
Where are you playing at?
Well, today we was playing at Hyperion Gaming today. So I mean, it's a very interesting place, nice and roomy. So I mean, I just advise everybody to come check it out. You'll most likely see me there if y'all want to ever come to this type of place. And if you want to do a couple of games, I'll be here too. So just holler at your boy. Don't be afraid to say hi or anything else, okay? So, but other than that, I mean, I still haven't forgot about the Dogmatica deck. That deck is still in works right now, so just keep a lookout for it. I'm just waiting on Power of the Elements to drop to get the specific spell card that I need for the rest of the deck. Once that is done, then I will showcase the deck at its full power. Also with live duels, and also the updated deck profile of the last regional that I was in. Other than that, I will show y'all my new Dinomorphia deck that I've been playing and I got second place with.
All right, let's get into it.
So we're gonna start with the main deck. So by now, everybody should know what they all should do, but just in case, you run 3 Tizias. Basically, she is, if she normal summon or special summon onto the field, I can set a Dinomorphia trap card from deck to field. Very critical. She is mandatory 3 of, no ifs, ands, or buts. Next is Diplos. He's okay. I mean, hopefully throughout future sets there'll be better Dinomorphia card, but he is a must. You have to play him regardless of however you want to play the deck. But basically what he does is he's basically, once he's normal summon or special summon, he can drop Dinomorphia trap card from deck to grave, basically. But that's basically all the Dinomorphia main deck monsters. Next, we run only 3 hand traps. Ash Blossom, basically the staple and everything, nothing less, nothing more. For the trap, the Dinomorphia traps, the best: Frenzy, 3, Domain, Standard, every last one of them.
Now, what do they do?
So, Domain, you can special summon from both hand, deck, or field, and basically allows you to special summon a Dinomorphia fusion monster from the extra deck. Frenzy from extra deck to deck. Okay. So, but all of them you have to pay half your life points for. So, of course, this deck is like a high risk, high rewards. So basically, once you're playing this deck, you're just gonna be halving your life points every second away. Okay. But we do have some OTK killers in this deck to make sure that you can push for that game. So, but other than that, these are these cards right here. We run Alert. I might butcher this name, but Brute. 2 Sonics. So Sonic is a counter trap and can negate spell and trap cards. Alert allows you to special summon 2 Dinomorphias from graveyard, and Brute makes you basically pop 1. Destroy. I have to destroy a Dinomorphia card to destroy a card on your field. That will be the end of the Dinomorphia cards. Now we have the Solemn Brigade. Like I said, you do not care about your life points. Everything is also half. I thought about running Solemn, Witch's Strike, I'm sorry, Witch's Strike. Just because it was one of them cards that I feel that when any of my Dinomorphia cards was to get negated by any activation effect, I was able to still punish you, mainly since it was a normal trap too. So I was, for my updated build, I will be probably running Trap Trick in the deck for future, because I feel like I needed to get into my cards a little bit more quicker. Next, we have our floodgates. goes in match. I feel that this is the right one to use for the meta as far as today goes, because any other floodgates I feel like it wouldn't work. But this one I feel like did what it needed to do for this tournament. The best card in the deck, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to play it today, is Fair Flames. So Fair Flame is a good card just because when your life points is at basically in critical, you can just send every monster your opponent controls back to the deck and have them shuffle. So basically it's a complete board wipe. So this card is a mandatory 2 of, not 3. 2 is just the right number. 3 is a little bit too cloggy.
Yeah, make sure you put 2.
Next, Infinite Impermanence, staple, Draw Power, Pot of Duality, and Pot of Prosperity.
Oh, Money Boy.
Yeah, it's the Money Boys. But I believe this card's about to get a reprint in the Mega Tens, I'm pretty sure, so it's not going to be too much money no more. But these are mandatory. There are no budget options. I am sorry to tell you, if you try to run Extravagance, it will not work. You will be getting rid of all of your Dinomorphia fusion card, Morpheus, I'm sorry. So the best place to just to play Prosperity. So last is Called by the Grave and Fossil Dig. 1 Fossil Dig is enough. You don't need 2, you don't need 3. 1 is enough. I actually constantly kept on drawing it, and the 1 was enough to get me into full combo. And of course Called by the Grave, because if any of your Dinomorphia cards was to get Ash or Effect Veiler, it can put you at a standstill if you can't, mainly if you don't got your combo pieces.
You don't think playing multiple wasn't Fossil Dig will actually, boost the consistency of the deck?
No, to be honest, because you don't want to see many monsters in this deck.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact is that you only need, you probably just need to see her. But other than that, the trap cards normally do majority of the work. Like, I can have no Dinomorphia cards as long as I can start off with either you or you. I got full combo just with these 2 cards.
Okay.
Because the next thing I'm about to show us into the extra deck. So we run 3 big boys, Rexstrom, the Omni Negates, and also the monster that allows you to pay, you can pay not half your life points, but a certain amount of your life points to drop your opponent's monster's attack by whatever your life points are. Katarzyna, she is the GOAT. She basically is like if you was to go into one of your Dinomorphia trap cards and you have it in the graveyard, she can copy it. And regardless of whatever your life points is, she starts off, if your life points are at 8 grand, she normally starts off at 0. But it doesn't really matter because by the time you pay half, she's already at least at 2 grand. So by the time you get into the range of 2,000 to in the 1,000, she's already at 4 grand. The other ones is Stealth. We don't really play this too much. I mean, it may come up every now and then, but half the time it's more for fusion bait. But other than that, if y'all don't know what this does, is basically if it's on the field, I pay no life points for any of my Dinomorphia's cards. That's it for them. Next is Lagius and Doka. Critical, mainly if you somehow get both the Dinomorphia cards on the field. You can use them to either use an alert, or somehow they still have one of them on the field and you just normal summon, then you can go into 2.
Alright, well, I'm already sold on playing this deck now. As soon as I saw Dokia, yeah, we definitely playing this now.
Yeah, so in my last game, I managed to summon it. So, other than that, I didn't get a chance to really summon Doka too often, because a lot of my matchups was more how funny trap decks throughout the course of this event. I didn't fight against a lot, so he didn't get the chance to shine as much as he should. Now we run 1 of the Dark Charmers, I never summoned her, not once. I'm thinking about cutting her. I'm still working on it. I haven't decided on it yet. Next, my OTK killers. We have Rider's Knight, and we go into Arc Rebellion.
What?
So exactly how it's supposed to, you go into, if you have 2 of your Dinomorphia cards on the field, you can always go into him because they're dark types. So if your opponent slips up not one time, you can either go into him, or you can go, if you have a hand trap in your hand and you got Rex on the field, you can always go into Psycho and Punisher. So these are your game pushing cards if need be, right? Because normally how the deck normally runs is they either have Rexstrom or Castrogino on the field. These are normally enough, but it's going to be times where you can't rely on these 2 and you need to for more heavier damage. But to summon, if you don't know how to summon Psycho and Punisher, the only thing that you need is just 1 hand trap. Ash Blossom will go into Psycho and Punisher basically.
Because I was about to for sure say, how do you do this?
Yeah. So normally a board might come out. Let's see if we can do a quick. What's his face?
Hey, you want to do the side deck real quick? Before
Yeah, we can do the side deck. Yeah, not a problem. So the side deck didn't really help too much on my my matchups, but I started with 2 alphas, 3 lava golems, 1 Panker Tops. None of these showed up in any of my matches, unfortunately. How funny that a lot of my matchups, like I said, was all me fighting against another trap deck. I barely fought against anything that was monster related today. Next, spells didn't do nothing for me, but I have the anti-spell fragrance, heavy storm duster, and 1 Harpy's feather duster, and of course my board wipes, 2 Raigekis and Darko. So as of this event, none of these cards proved any use. But in future events, as far as, because I was expecting to see a lot of Sorso, Brave, and Therions. But clearly I didn't see none of those today, so a lot of this wasn't working. So other than that, that was the side. Shall we go into a couple of combos?
Yeah, just show them your main combo.
So the main combos.
Show them the main spice.
So the main spice. So normally we can go with her. Normally her effects activates. You have 2 options. Normally the option that I would normally go into, depending on what my hand looking like. So if my hand is looking spicy, normally I will go and set this on the field. Basically, if I have any of these 2, because she can search those. So if my hand is not too good, I will all go into Frenzy, because Frenzy I feel is the best out of Domain. But because of Frenzy you have to activate on your opponent's main phase, where Domain you can activate on any main phase. So with Frenzy activates, I have to get rid of from deck to deck and extra deck. So basically I will get rid of Stealth and where is my monsters? And what's this? Diplos to go into Castrogino, because it only requires 2 Dinomorphia monsters. So then we'll use her effect, because you already paying half life points to do this fusion summon. Pay another half when you activate Castrogino's effect to banish, to do the exact same thing again to summon out Rexstrom. So now at this point of the combo, you are already sitting at 2,000 life points right now. So she's already at 2K right now, and she's about to be already at 4K. At this point, you can, depending on the game state, on how everything is going, you can either go into, if you have a hand trap in your hand, you can go into Psycho and Punisher, if you have the ash to go into them, or if you have another Diplos in hand, or you have alert in the graveyard, you can go ahead and XYZ either into Rider's Knight to go into Ark Rebellion, or either Lagius or Doka, because these are the only two monsters that you'll be able to go into. And since majority of your monsters are all dark, the only thing that's only like a different attribute are them, Punisher, and of course Ash. So Goals and Match fits very well into this deck. And you know, with the meta nowadays, everything is dealing with different attributes. So that's why I said that Goals and Match is more of the better card than the others. But other than that, the deck worked good. So I'd recommend anybody else to take a try at it and look into it. Hopefully more support comes out for it, because I feel that they need maybe a couple more monsters. These two this one is bare minimum, this one is always the go. But
do that one more time.
This one's the bare minimum. I mean, this is the go, but this one's the bare minimum.
Yeah, no edits.
No edits. But other than that, I like cutting my life points in half very much. So, but
Would you say you're fighting for your life?
man, I'm always man, I'm fine. No, I was fighting for my life for real. Like every time I felt like my opponent had something on the field, I had to make sure that I had my Solemn brigade on the field, because other than that, if I didn't, then I'll be dead. But that's it for me today. Hopefully I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm signing out. I'm tired. I'm going to bed.